Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP in Final Fantasy XIV's Fashion Report minigame, located inside the Gold Saucer every week on a Friday when judging begins for this minigame. This is week 348 and the theme this time around is Best Man, Not Yes Man. The individual item clues include Well Suited for your chest piece, Guardian's Garb for your gloves, Sleight of Hand for your legs, and Fringed and Footloose for your feet. In this video we have a 100 score as well as a very easy 80. So let's get to that 100. For that 100 score, as you can see, the first thing is the chest piece. This is actually the best man's jacket. This is a very good option as it is vendor purchased from a novelty vendor option. If you go over to Rian in the Steppes of Nald from the Sunsilk Tapestry shop just near the actual Aetheryte Plaza, you'll be able to pick this up for 18,000 gil. It is multi-gender and everybody can pick this up from the novelty gear option. This is incredibly easy to get, so I'm not going to list alternatives for it because it's just so good. Then we're moving on to the hands. For the 100 then, we went for the Palaka half gloves of healing. Any Palaka half gloves will work for any role. So if you're going for 100 score specifically, you will need to go and do Vanaspati. Vanaspati is a dungeon from the previous expansion. You actually need to clear up to and including the second boss. There is also a treasure coffer after the second boss that gives you a second chance per run of getting gloves. It also drops other items. I went in there and unrestricted this at my level 100 Pictomancer. This wasn't particularly easy to do, I would imagine, if you're low on gear, but for me, I breezed through it, so you might too. Basically do this with some friends, go do Fashion Report together and you'll be able to get your gloves pretty easily. But yes, the second boss, quite easy to get to in my opinion, and they're level 85 gloves, so bear that in mind. And then we're moving on to the legs for Sleight of Hand clue. I went for the Rainbow Slops of Healing, specifically because of the gloves that I managed to get drop were the healing ones, so I just tailored around those gloves that dropped for my jobs. So the Rainbow Slops, you can go for any Rainbow Slops. They can be for any role. You can get these from Norlays in the Pillars of Ishgard. Rainbow Slops are from the level 50 tab of either your Disciple of War or Disciple of Magic, depending on which you're going for. And I went for the Rainbow Slops of Healing. They all cost 10,929 gil from the vendor. You can also craft these with Weaver if you want, but 10,000 gil isn't that much, and honestly, having something level 50 is pretty good. So that's pretty much your slot for the legs. For the feet then, there's a really good option if we stick by Norlays in the Pillars of Ishgard at the Jeweled Crozier. For 12,672 gil, you can get the Dalmor Fringe Boots. You'll find these off of the bottom tab on your crafters and gatherers tab, believe it or not, and they're actually equipable by all classes in the game, level 55 and above. This makes them a perfect easy option and one of the best ways of getting this slot filled with gold. Obviously, to get a 100, you need to make sure you fill every single slot of gear, regardless of what it is, with something, right, as well as those 4 items. But to get the maximum MGP, you don't actually need to have all 4 of these things gold rated, so let's move on to the easy 80. For your easy 80 then, you've probably already realized that any 2 items from the 100 score will also give you 80, so that's all you need to worry about. This is accessible for free trial players as well as anyone else in the game who can access a vendor. Essentially, we've equipped the best man's jacket, as we know from the novelty gear exchange from Sunsilk Tapestries in Uldar, right next to the Aetheryte Plaza, and you can get this for 18,000 gil from a vendor. Very, very cool. We've then combined that with the Dalmor Fringe Boots, which you can get for 12,672 gil from Norlays in the Pillars of Ishgard from the Disciple of Hand and Land option right at the bottom. So that's level 55. So all you would need to do is be a level 55 anything in the game to be able to get this done, and that will guarantee you an 80 score at least, as well as some extra points. Make sure you have something equipped in every single slot. Do not leave any slot vacant, and you will be guaranteed this score 80 at least and above. And that will get you the minimum score required for the maximum MGP. So hopefully that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, more videos on the way from Final Fantasy XIV and other games. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.